Lights out! Now you want to get nuts? Come on! Let's get nuts.
Hi! What's happening, guys? Welcome to Film Junkee Live on your Tuesday, May 31st, the last day of May. That's right. Heading into June. It's starting to get hotter over here in Southern California. You gotta love it. That's right. How's everybody doing today, huh? Sure you smash that like, thumbs up. Do all that stuff. Share the stream. Share the videos. Do all that too if you want. But yeah, do that. Join if you want to become a member. Of course, get all the links down below. The sock megs, the Patreon, all that. If you want to help out with the pirate ship, you know, every little bit helps. What's going on this Nighthawk? Parents are diehard Top Gun fans. Just saw Maverick and gave it a standing ovation. There you go. Telling you, and we're all just loving this movie. I'm thinking it's going to make $1 billion. What's going on, Ryan? What's going on, Mr. Jason? Good to see ya. You shut up first. You shut up. Let's see. Everybody saying hi. What's going on, Jesse? We got, of course, Mr. Eric right here. Animation Films. How you doing? How you doing? BT, yes. Gotham Night Show looks awesome. What are you talking about? I think it looks quality. Quality. Anyways, okay. Hoy, hoy, Mr. Jason McKenzie. Always good to see you, sir. Always good to see you. That's right. Rocking that, because I'm in that 80s like Stranger Things vibe going on this week. That's what I got going. Yes. Hashtag. Yeah. Hasn't bugged me yet. It's not bugging me yet. It's getting there. All right. Howdy. What's going on, Miss Stephanie? How you doing? Stephanie T. Good evening. Hi, me. Or Jamie, whichever you prefer. Good evening. No, I'm definitely going to have a great one. Giants are currently winning. Hopefully it stays that way. Who knows with them, though? Yes. What's going on, Miss Selena Kai? Oh, you want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. Let's get nuts. All right. Yep, it's getting hot. Getting hot. Why, thank you. Yes, I actually, made it myself because they didn't make a shirt like this. Every time, that's one thing, when it comes to these superhero shirts, especially movie logos. Anytime there was like an actual movie Flash logo, it was huge. It was big. But I'm like, can I have it where it looks like, how he has it and have a red shirt? Just saying. Hopefully when the movie comes out, we can, we can have something like that maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Anyways, all right. Okay, who else we got here? We got Captain Gator Girl. Just his live over, wait, what? So much that I chose to live over a sea otter cam from the, okay. Interesting. Interesting. I had to read that. I had to do a double take on that one, but thank you. I'll take that as a thank you. Yep, we got everybody here. All right. That's pretty much it. Rosemary's here too. Good to see you, Rosemary. All right. People filing in right here. Yes. Yeah, we're going to be, news has been kind of slow this week, but, and I was like, all right, what can be the main topic today? So we're going to talk about basically we're going to talk about the Flash and the Black Adam productions, I guess you could say. And, the little bit of struggles and something that people aren't really talking about when it comes to both of these films. And that I wanted to bring to, a little bit of attention to, a little bit of focus on, and something that I actually kind of heard, out, putting my ear out there that was kind of interesting. So wanted to talk a little bit about that because obviously there was some news about Ezra today as well. So I figured that would fit nicely into the main topic. We're going to talk about how racist you Star Wars fans are. Yeah, how dare you? Okay? How dare you? Just a bunch of racists out there. Fucking Star Wars. That's right. I bet you want a white lightsaber. Yeah, that's right. Anyways. And then we're going to talk about this god-awful shit. Gotham Knights. Yeah, that trailer kind of softly released today. I don't know. And then I have not watched the Pinocchio trailer. So let's watch the Pinocchio trailer. Yes. So that's what we have on tap for today. Hey, Rhea's here. Good to see ya. Yes, do what she says. Hit that like, thumbs up. Appreciate to see you there. All right. Yes. Hey, we got, of course, Mr. Jose right here. What up, people? Won't be able to watch. The owner of the work watching me like a hawk. Ah, jeez. So you actually have to do your job? How dare they? How dare they? How dare they? My God. Which I hate it when your job starts like making you want to do your job. No, I appreciated that. Why so racist? Explain that kind of. Yeah. Well, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about what was said today when it came to all that. I think some people kind of suspected that might end up being the case when it came to the new villain in Obi-Wan Kenobi, and we'll see what happens. Anyways, okay. So we're good. Okay. All right. So let's get to the tweets right here. See what's happening in the Twitter world, the Twitter sphere. Okay, oops, I always forget to turn that off. There we go. All right, here we go. All right, let's start off by this beautiful fucking poster right here. I love it when this stuff comes across my timeline right here. I just love it. Somebody took the time to make all this. Look at all this. Look at all the posters right there. All the little posters, the masks. You got the ring, the girl coming out of the TV right there. Just, there's so many things to look at right here. This is Xenomorph right there. I love the fact that Shaun of the Dead is incorporated in this right here. Gotta love that kind of stuff. Oops, crap. Did I just hit the wrong thing? I totally did. Hold on. Blah. Turn that back. All right, sorry. Meant to turn that on. Sorry. Hit the wrong thing. My mistake. And then, of course, we got artwork right here from Ruiz. Bargo's art. This is pretty cool. The Superhero Evening Post. Talking about Bane right here. I mean, I just love stuff like this. And I like that the poster back there is essentially Bane breaking the back of Batman. But I don't think it's actually, it's not actually Batman. But it very much has that cover, that Knight's Fall cover. It's pretty cool. I like that. Hey, there's a legend right there. Who is Victor Creel? So, yeah, I mean, Hawkins High School. If you guys haven't watched Stranger Things yet, I mean, we all heard that. I mean, when you're going to do something, you're going to do, like, something and bring in, like, icons like Robert Englund right here. You do it like they did in this season, because when his character shows up, he fucking nails it. It's pivotal to the story, of course, and it's pretty damn fantastic. And the fact that they were like, yeah, of course we're going to have Robert Englund in this season of Stranger Things, so it's great. Absolutely great. And then, this isn't good. Cary Fukunaga, if I said his name right, he's in a little bit of trouble. Apparently, this is not the first time we've heard about this, but now it's gone to Rolling Stone, and it says nearly a dozen production sources have described Cary Fukunaga, if I'm saying his name right, probably not, as allegedly abusing his power on sets to pursue multiple young women at once, including romantic advances that many found uncomfortable. So we got another sleaze bag here, right here, and by the way, this is the guy who just directed like the last James Bond, right? I believe that's it. Yeah, No Time to Die. So this is never good. He needs to be stopped, sources say. So, yeah, we got another little dirtbag right here. Pretty much director repeatedly crossed professional lines using his sets to openly pursue. See, that's what's so weird about that. And I know that was very much a thing. It can't be a thing now. Man, when these guys when you're trying to make a film and you're hiring, and we always hear about, the casting couch. It's just kind of crazy how this was like such a thing. And it's like, well, nowadays it's like, dudes, you got to just not do that. Hello. I mean, who knows? Obviously it's innocent, we got to prove him guilty, of course, and it could be all who knows what the hell. But when you have that many people coming out, oof, that usually is pretty interesting when it's that many people. When it's, maybe just a little bit amount, maybe it's all BS. But when there's like a lot of women coming out, that is never good. So, and it sucks too, because my God, he's a talented director. He did a good job with No Time to Die and everything. So, but it seems like if any of this is actually true, and he's going to get busted, he's never going to make a movie again. Jesus Christ, come on. But again, let's get the sleazeballs out of Hollywood, man. Let's get the sleazeballs out of Hollywood. So, please. And then check this out. This is exciting. I mean, I don't really know what's happening here, but Jesus Christ, I'm excited because this is the new series that's coming to Netflix from the creators of Dark. And if you haven't watched Dark yet, do yourself a favor. Watch Dark. Yes, it's a German show, I believe, so you'll have to watch it either with subtitles or with the dub over it. But very well made, very trippy. And when you want to talk about, time travel, multiverse kind of stuff, yeah, watch this show. It's got, doesn't have a, it almost has a Stranger Things vibe, but then, no, it doesn't. There's like a little bit of vibe to it, but then, no, there's not, because it's a pretty slow burn, and it's not fully about kids, but there are some young people in there, of course, but yeah. So I'm excited for this, $18.99 from the creators of Dark. Love it. Can't wait. And then look at this cosplay right here. Now, this is how you do cosplay. Power Rangers cosplay. Come on. Look at that suit. It all just matches. All just flows. Where are the other Rangers? This guy did a fantastic job. And I like that little picture right at the end there, too. It's like, all right, I'm done posing. I'm going to have myself a coffee or a tea or whatever the hell it is. Really good shot right there. Gotta love it. Obi-Wan Kenobi, the most watched Disney Plus original series premiere globally to date. Gee, I wonder why. Why is that? Is it because for the last decade and a half or whatever, everybody kept on asking, hey, Ewan McGregor, are you going to be coming back as Obi-Wan Kenobi? Are you coming back as Obi-Wan Kenobi? When are you going to come back as Obi-Wan Kenobi? And he kept on saying, I don't know. I mean, I definitely am open to it and blah, blah, blah. For how many years? How many years did Obi-Wan, you want to talk about, we all felt sorry for Andrew Garfield when he had to constantly just be like, nope, I don't know, I'm not, he had a flat out lie. But, when it came to Ewan McGregor, he had a flat out just kind of go, I don't, and he probably was having conversations, but nothing ever came from those. But yeah, everybody's been waiting for the return of Obi-Wan Kenobi, so this makes total sense that the series was the most watched Disney Plus original series premiere to date, globally. Just shows you right there. They knew this was going to be huge. And, we'll talk about certain things that came, out of this whole thing. So, but yeah, totally makes sense. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Just, of course, it's going to be huge. Hopefully they don't drop the ball. This is pretty cool, Ghostbusters fans. Songwriter and legendary R&B artist Ray Parker Jr. gets documentary treatment and they're going to title it, Who You Gonna Call? So, obviously there's a big portion of the documentary will probably be talking about creating that iconic theme that is the Ghostbusters theme. But, he did a lot more than just that, but that's pretty cool. But I love the fact that they're actually going to title this documentary, Who You Gonna Call? Really like that. That's cool. And then look at this, guys. Hashtag release that Ayer cut. For the love of God. Yeah, David Ayer. Posting this. Little sad face right here. We got the Ayer cut. The cut Ayer Twitter. Videos like this would have never existed if we saw David Ayer's true film to begin with. And of course, hashtag release the Ayer cut. First off, my first reaction when I saw this tweet, the Ayer cut tweet at least, was the fact that I was like, why are you tagging David Ayer, on shit like this? Because you look at the screenshot, it says Suicide Squad, the worst superhero movie ever made, which that's so fucking stupid. I always hate that hyperbole of like, oh, it's the worst thing I ever saw, man. It's fucking dumb. It's like I've never seen anything worse than that. It's like, yes, you have. Shut the fuck up. I always hate that shit. But then secondly, I was kind of going, but this is a way, this could be a crafty little way that David Ayer is looking at this. I'm kind of wondering, Jesse, was this possibly maybe a little bit coordinated? And the fact that David Ayer is kind of going like, well, I've told you guys that yes, when it comes to what's happening with WBD and Dave Zaslav, how everything's very tight right now when it comes to budgets, things are not on the table that we wish were on the table, such as the Ayer cut. Not exactly on the table, but we could still try to, boost up some of those numbers, those analytics when it comes to hashtag release the Ayer cut, and then maybe, just maybe, Mr. David Ayer might be in the near future pitching the fact that, hey, it's out there. And this could be part of the pitch too, because if you look at this screenshot, first off, fuck the title. But look what the first comment says right here. I hate when a movie starts with a rap song to introduce the black character. That was hilarious. We got to remember when it comes to the Ayer cut, that's not what David Ayer wanted. Okay, the beginning was all fucked up, and all the music that was added, that was not his choice, because they wanted to make it like Guardians of the Galaxy. That's what they wanted to do. And yes, there's a lot of things where it's like, yeah, you have a rap song and then you're going to introduce Deadshot. Okay, smart. You might as well just had one of Will Smith's songs, just getting jiggy with it, na 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 na, or something like that, while we're showing Deadshot. You might as well just, if you're gonna be on the nose, just be on the nose. Just like the whole Killer Croc thing, and he wanted to have a TV, and he wanted BET. I mean, come on. Yeah, that's lovely. Jeff Johns right there, trying to be like, hey guys, yeah, I know how to write for black characters. Jesus Christ, fucking idiot. But I almost kind of think that, this is part of the pitch, It's like he wanted to get that out there, because part of his pitch will be like, hey, you remember how we had kind of like this subtle weird shit where you have a rap song introducing a black character, and then that wasn't my idea. That's not how the movie was supposed to be starting, okay? It's supposed to be a little different. First off, there is a composer that did a score for this movie, and so there's a lot more of that in there. So even though, it's like, hey, Ayer, don't listen to the haters. But at the same time, I'm kind of wondering if this was part of like, hey, this is like a pitch. It's like a pitch to be like, hey, this would look better if, so-and-so. So, yeah, I don't know. That's just me trying to use my brain when it came to this whole thing. So, anyways, who knows? I know. Who knows? I don't know if it's like, if that's actually the thing. I don't know. Like I said, it just was something that he tweeted out today. But yes, make sure you guys are pumping up those numbers for release the Ayer cut. Let's try to do that for at least the next 6 months. Anyways. And then speaking of, premieres and everything like that, we got, of course, Stranger Things 4 has been watched by 286.79 million hours right there. And thank you, what is that, Teague? Are you a Street Fighter fan? There you go. Thank you for the $5 super chat. And how do you feel about the new art direction? I was more of a Mortal Kombat fan, to be honest. I was more of a Mortal Kombat fan growing up, but I do like Street Fighter, and I do. I'll have to look up and see what the new art and what that's looking like. I mean, I've always been a fan of the way the old style always looked like when it came to that. But again, thank you for the $5 super chat. Stranger Things 4, yes. So a lot of people watched it, of course. Best debut weekend for an English language series. So what? It didn't beat out Squid Game, I'm guessing. Is that what happened? But still did. Well, it's kind of easy when all your fucking episodes are fucking movies. I mean, every episode is over an hour, and then it starts getting to like an hour and 20, hour and 30. Yeah, it's very easy for it to rack up, obviously, that many hours. But the thing is, at least people are staying engaged with the show because, let's face it, the show is fucking awesome. You heard my review last night. Of course, to talk about that, Tom Cruise tweeted out, or somebody in his temple that he runs, tweeted this out. Tom Cruise, thank you to everyone who saw Top Gun Maverick and helped make it a historic opening weekend. So he tweeted that out today. Good on him. And then here's the Quentin Tarantino thing.
For his own homosexuality. That's serious. That is
I've
what
told
Top
people
Gun is
about this.
man. You've got Maverick. All right, he's on the edge, man. He's right on the.
We don't need to listen to that, but I've talked. It'll make you look at Top Gun in a totally different light when it comes to that. But yeah, there's the Quentin Tarantino clip where he talks about the homoeroticism that's in Top Gun, as if you didn't see it already. But anyways, Russ is already banned. Thank you, Ben Affleck's double chin wins the live watch for the Batman. Oh yeah, I know, we got to do that. we should do another charity event and watch The Batman. I think that should be coming up sometime this summer. I think we'll definitely do that. We'll do another charity event because I thought that was really cool last time when we watched Zack Snyder's Justice League. Thank you for the $2 super chat. You're awesome. All right, Sadie, am I saying her name right? Sadie Sink. Of course, she plays Max in Stranger Things. She actually is going to be in Darren Aronofsky's The Whale from A24. So that's cool. She's getting more work. I mean, she put her performance in this season has been just top fucking notch. I mean, she was always a very likable character, but man, this season has been just her and that episode 4, chapter 4, that ending. Holy shit. Really well done. Need more redheads, right? She could play probably a young Amy Adams in something, maybe. Or an Jenna Fisher, or I don't know, something like that. Anyways, but yes, Stranger Things 4 Volume 2 will be released in 31 days. The fact that they put an alien face right there, that's pretty interesting. But yeah, I don't know if that means anything, of course. But yeah, good on Netflix. I mean, they have a little bit of a money problem happening right now. So they're like, okay, we're going to release part of it right now, and then we're going to make sure that everybody has yet another monthly subscription go through before we post the other part. You have to do that. You got to try to get as much bang for your buck when you poured $30 million per episode for your top series right here. Which, power to them. That's a business decision. That's a smart one. As opposed to all the green light shit that they fucking put out there. Hey, Arby's has a burger now, guys. And it's a Wagyu burger. That's crazy. But why the fuck? All right, I know this is random. Because I like Arby's. And I remember hearing that they were going to have some kind of burger. But why the fuck? If you're going to have a burger, Arby's or Hardee's or whatever the fuck. I mean, I think Hardee's does. They're kind of like Carl's Jr. Anyways, but Arby's, strictly roast beef sandwiches, right? That's their thing. Arby's, roast beef sandwiches. Why the fuck do you not have roast beef on your burger? Or at least have another option. You know how delicious that would be? Can you imagine having a Wagyu steakhouse burger and you have a little bit of roast, you have some slices of roast beef on top of it too? Come on. Okay? Let's get that protein on there, man. How do you not have that? I mean, they eventually have to have that, right? Anyways, I'm hungry now. God damn it. And happy birthday to the Penguin, a.k.a. Colin Farrell. That's a good shot right there. I like that. But yeah, it's Colin Farrell's birthday. He's like 46 years old, I think, today. So that's cool. I like this tweet. Legacy sequel's done right. Legacy sequel. Blade Runner, of course, 2049 was great. Creed was great. And then, of course, God damn it. I'm totally drawing a blank. Jesus Christ. Dr. Sleep. Sorry. Jeez. I was like, blip, blip, shut, blip, blip. Man, totally brain farted that one. But yes, Legacy sequel's done right. Some other ones have been done right too, like Mad Max, Fury Road. That's a technically kind of, I guess. Jennifer Connelly, Penny, right there. There you go. That's all you need to watch Top Gun Maverick. She plays Penny, who gets mentioned twice in the whole thing. So many people got fooled by this. This was funny because this got dropped somewhere, and I started reading the comments, the quote tweets, and everything. Literally, people think that this is what Two-Face is going to look like in Gotham Knights. No, that is in fact Darkman. That is Darkman, and not the Liam Neeson version. Yeah. So somebody posted that, and there are so many people that got fooled by this. It was hilarious. It's hilarious. You just go down. There's 94 quote tweets, and they all believe that this is what Two-Face is going to look like in Gotham Knights. I don't think we're going to ever see Two-Face in Gotham Knights, to be honest. I really don't. After seeing that trailer, doesn't seem like it's going to probably last. Zaslav's going to be like, fuck, what are you guys doing to me? Anyways. All right, speaking of superhero shit and productions, let's talk about Black Adam and The Flash. Man, these two movies, it's been crazy when it comes to, when you think about it, when you think about The Flash and Black Adam, it's kind of crazy to think about how long it's taken these movies to actually get to production get to principal photography or whatever the hell. It's crazy to think how long it's taken. I mean, Dwayne Johnson's been trying to get this movie going for like the past, like what, over 10 years, over a decade, something like that. And then, of course, naturally, they probably always wanted to do a Flash movie. But then, of course, when they finally introduced the Flash in BVS and then, of course, Justice League, it was like, all right, now you got to do the solo movies. And I remember that lovely slate that had everyone have a solo movie. It looked like it was going to be fantastic. The Flash movie was originally, slated for 2018 or was it 19? Something like that. I don't know. How many directors? You know, we had Rick, we had Shane Graham, what's his name? We had Chris Lord and Phil Lord and Chris Miller were attached to it at one point. All kinds of things, all production struggles. Ezra has been there from the beginning, trying to get this thing going too, which is partly, I think, is why Ezra is going through the struggles that he's going through. I mean, that's just part of it. But luckily, this was released today from the Flash movie news. Ezra Miller recording ADR for The Flash in LA. Apparently that's happening this week. So that's something new that came about right there. He's in LA and he's doing some ADR. Okay? That's good. That's good. At least we're at the ADR stage. Kind of wondering if any reshoots happen or any reshoots are going to happen in the next few months. Obviously, they have more than a year. And naturally, these movies always have reshoots. And what's happening right now when it comes to Black Adam is there's a lot, there's some hefty reshoots happening right there. And why is that the case? Well, I mean, apparently, when it comes to, this is what I wanted to compare. The Flash, why I wanted to compare The Flash and Black Adam is the fact that look at the reactions between the test screenings. Yes, I know test screenings suck and whatever the fuck, but it's just part of the whole thing when it comes to these big movies. The Flash got a positive reaction, not so much Black Adam. So that's what's kind of interesting, that a lot, there's more people that are looking forward to Black Adam than The Flash. It seems, at least in certain circles, it seems like everybody's like, fuck The Flash. We don't want to see The Flash, cancel it, whatever. And of course they call it that stupid name and everything, and then people are actually looking forward to Black Adam. But it's just kind of funny because positive reactions for the Flash movie, which, partly has to do with, that Michael Keaton guy and possibly that Ben Affleck guy too. There's a lot of things that are happening, a lot of heroes and a lot of craziness that's going on there. So you can kind of see how that's the case. When it comes to Black Adam, though, what's interesting about that is, we're getting characters that we haven't seen on the big screen in the Justice Society. That's something fairly new. Obviously, DC fans know who these, Dr. Fate and all these guys are that are going to be involved with the movie. So maybe when it comes to a general audience, they're not going to receive it as much. But, from what I was told, that part of the reason why, though, apparently, like I said, take it with a grain of salt, is Dwayne Johnson. Yeah. Apparently, there's some tonal problems when it comes to his Black Adam, and and what's funny about that is I could see it. I could kind of see it, even though what we saw at DC Fandom, that little tease, that little opening scene where we see Black Adam show up and he takes out all those dudes, was badass. But at the same time, and I've seen people have gripes about this a little bit too, is like, Black Adam, you could try to go the anti-hero route, but at the same time, he's still a villain. He's still a bad person. So are they going to really try to push like the fact that, no, he's an anti-hero, he's actually good, he's really good and stuff like that? Because let's face it, Dwayne Johnson doesn't play villains. Now he's playing a villain, and I think this is the difficult part, is the fact that it's like, you have to be more, of a villain than an anti-hero, I guess you could say. And then maybe some people didn't like the fact that he didn't have the look of Black Adam, no pointy ears and whatever the hell, it's just, there's some things there. So I don't know. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. Like I said, that's just what I was like when I was hearing about the screenings and what was being said about the test screenings, is the fact that maybe Dwayne Johnson is a little bit in over his head, because And what's funny about that is you have the Flash. You have the Flash with its production struggles, especially right now with Ezra and what's been happening with Ezra, all the Hawaii stuff, which, more to come on that. That's going to be, of course, happening. You have all that happening right there. And it's just like everybody's just going, fuck Ezra. He needs to be recast. Let's just do that. And then you got the ultimate movie star over here that's trying to get his movie going. And all the bullshit aside about everything, when it comes to just audiences going in and doing the test screening, they're saying The Flash is good and Black Adam not so much. Interesting. It's just interesting. I was just kind of looking at all of that, and especially when I look at my timeline, is everybody's more looking forward to Black Adam than The Flash. I'm looking forward to everything. But I'm looking forward to The Flash because I just want to know what's going to be happening in this movie. And, of course, he's one of my all-time favorite characters, And I've been wanting this Flash movie, of course, forever. So yeah, I'm more on the side of like, man, I'm kind of more looking forward to The Flash than Black Adam. But I'm still very much looking forward to Black Adam. But it's just very interesting to look at it from that. And I'm kind of curious because what do we got? Like a little over a week, we're going to get the official Black Adam trailer. So that trailer hopefully is going to show some, hopefully it doesn't get some backlash when it comes to certain things in there. And they're like, man, Black Adam's just like he's a hero. What the hell's going on with that? I think some people might be disappointed in that. I don't know. It's all about your interpretation of these characters. Some people might be like, yeah, it should be an anti-hero full on and have, the good. But then some people are like, nah, he should just be a full-on villain taking on Shazam and everything. And we all want to see that too. We want to see Black Adam take on Shazam, and we want to see him take on Superman, which hopefully that could happen. I mean, come on. Dwayne Johnson and Henry Cavill, represented by the same person. But hopefully, with all the changes that are happening, of course, in Warner Brothers Discovery, something can happen where that could just end up happening and it'd be all said and done and we could get that battle or whatever the hell. So I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, it's just something I wanted to talk about right there, which is very interesting. I mean, I want to see it all. I'm hoping it's all good. But yeah, it's just kind of funny that with all the bullshit that's been happening with The Flash, the test screenings were high. They were good. They were highly positive. And there hasn't been any reshoots yet. I'm sure there will be. But there hasn't been any quite yet, which is interesting. I'm sure when they happen, of course, it'll blow up everywhere and people will be like, it's doomed. Again, everybody's all doom and gloom. But, of course, right now, I don't know if the reshoots are still going. I don't know if, like, the last Dwayne Johnson post when he talked about the premiere of the trailer, if that was, like, the last bit of shooting when he did the shooting on the throne and everything. He was doing the shitting on the throne, Hey, heroes got to shit too. No, the Black Adam throne. Yeah, that's got to be a wicked ancient toilet. Anyways, now I'm just kind of wondering, was that the last of it? But I would not be surprised we hear about Flash reshoots. But at the same time, we have Ezra Miller not doing so well. I mean, hopefully he's doing well right now. Another thing I heard too is, yes, he is receiving help as he is now back in LA, as well as they are, whatever. So hopefully that'll help. And if they have to do reshoots, he can get back in shape, get back in the suit, and do those reshoots. I mean, I can only imagine that the reshoots would probably take place on a soundstage or whatever. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But, yeah, it's going to be curious to see when if we hear about those reshoots. But there you go. That's what I wanted to just do when I talk about that. Talk about comparing the productions of both of these movies. That's what I'm talking about. What's going on, Nicotina? Andre, how's it going, bud? All right, so enough of the Flash talk. Enough of flashing. Nah. Anyways, okay, so hopefully everything works out, and hopefully that trailer for Black Adam is tits. Hopefully it's tits. All right, Star Wars fans, why are you so racist? Huh? Who's out there who says they're in the Star Wars fandom? Why are you so racist? Huh? No, yeah, this is what was talked about today. And of course there's a interesting reaction to all this because, well, I mean, obviously we got the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, and we just, of course, heard that it was the most watched premiere of Disney Plus history, I guess you could say. And one of the biggest gripes that people have is the fact of Reva, the character who is, of course, played by, here we go. Her name is Moses Ingram. Ingram? And so, it was just kind of like a lot of people. It had nothing to do with skin color or anything like that. It's just the fact that, character's not written that well. Hopefully the character gets better. I mean, that was one of my gripes too. I thought even the Grand Inquisitor wasn't that great either. I mean, I thought it was like, okay, we'll see if that gets better. But the villains are pretty weak. But we're still waiting for the ultimate villain that's, going to be showing up, obviously. But so when it comes to this, naturally, yes, I mean, every fandom. See, this is the thing. This is the thing about fandom. It's the fact that there's always so much positivity in every fandom. Every fandom has a lot of positivity. But then you have always the negative. There's always going to be a little small just cesspool of just people that just want to troll, people that just want to say whatever the fuck because they're hiding behind their keyboards and everything. So there always is going to be something like that. Hey, Jason McKenzie with the $50 super chat. Love you, sir. Love you a lot. Thank you for that. I appreciate it, man. You're awesome. Cheers to you. If you have a drink in your hand, I don't have one. But, itchy nose. But anyways, going back to what I was saying. Oh, man, I feel a sneeze coming on. Come on. Where are you at? Okay. Sorry. It was getting there. Anyways, so there's always going to be that section. Sure. And, I'm not saying that, of course, she didn't get, I guess she posted a video and she posted some things that were showing some, some not so great shit. Yeah, naturally. It's just what happens. But the fact of the matter is that when the Star Wars social media decided to just totally put it out there and put it on display and posted this right here, we are proud to welcome Moses Ingram to the Star Wars family, excited for Reva's story to unfold. If anyone intends to make her feel in any way unwelcome, we have only one thing to say: we resist. And then they followed up. There are more than 20 million sentient species in the Star Wars galaxy. Don't choose to be a racist. And most people aren't. Most people in the Star Wars fandom aren't. Now, this kind of reminds me a little bit of what happened in, 2016 when Ghostbusters came out. We all know how a lot of us feel about that. I was not a fan, being a Ghostbusters fan myself. I did not like the movie, but it wasn't because I hate women, and I even called that then that, okay, if it doesn't do well at the box office, they're going to blame, misogyny. And sure enough, they did, and they still kind of do. But, it's kind of funny. But I'm not saying, but also, when it comes to all this, I'm not saying that there wasn't shit that was said that was misogynist about that movie. Of course there is. But it's, it's a small part. When stuff like this happens and they blow it up like this, they make it seem like half the fandom are fucking piece of shit bigots. That's what's bad about this. It's like, we always talk about, when it comes to the Snyder fandom, you always have those bad apples that end up, when other people call it the Snyder cult and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, because, we got that small little sanction that it just, pieces of shit that just want to say whatever the fuck they want to say because, again, they're hiding behind their keyboards. And then it gets blown up. It gets big time blown up, and it makes it seem like it's at least half the fandom. That's just what happens. That's just what happens. You're confused, Rosemary? Well, basically, Moses Ingram, she did a video. She did a video and she talked about how she was getting racist comments. Yes. And, no doubt that she did. She showed some of them. But, one of the things that we do is we always emphasize the negative so much when there's so much positivity. And then my feeling is sometimes, that these studios and whatever, when they realize that, hey, something people are not really liking, like a certain character and blah, 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 they immediately want to do some kind of social thing where it's like, oh, it's got to be because of this. She's a woman, or she's black, or she's whatever. They immediately resort to that. And it's like, no. Some of us just don't fucking talk to your writers. It's not that good of a character, right? At least right now, It has nothing to do with anything else. But then, of course, they put it all on blast, and now it's like, hey, you got Star Wars fans going, what the fuck, But I know Star Wars fandom is pretty shitty, and they've done, some shitty stuff. I mean, this goes all the way back to the Jake Lloyd thing, man. That poor kid didn't stand a chance. And that was before social media, okay? And he didn't turn out well. That sucks. Hayden Christensen got a bunch of fucking hate, too. Tons of hate. Death threats, too. Of course, they talk about death threats, which is funny because that's just a common thing when it comes to if you're in the spotlight and we're all connected to social media stuff, you're going to get those messages. I've gotten death threats, for God's sakes. I've gotten those before, You get that shit because people are just fucking dumb out there. But Hayden Christensen was getting that shit, before that too. But luckily, he's been redeemed this time. But I don't think, the Star Wars fandom is, full on, got, half of them are fucking bigots. I mean, I think everybody was pretty okay with some of the other characters too. So it's just it's just like that weird thing. I mean, obviously you got the Geeks and Gamers guys that are totally having a field day with this, naturally, because they hate everything new that's Star Wars. But they can't stop making, of course, videos about it because that's their niche. They found that niche of just everything is woke. So, you got that niche over here, and then you got this over here of the people, over here that it's just more people were commenting about how cruel the Star Wars fandom is more than actually showing the crazy messages that were being sent to her. That's what was kind of funny. And you see a lot of that stuff too. It's you see more people just commenting and talking about the fandom as a whole pretty much about this story and doing all that more than you actually see given examples of what exactly was sent and said and what people are actually saying out there too. That's what's also weird too. It's all right, can we have some what exactly was being said and everything? And it's always going to be there. That's what sucks. It's always going to be there. And yes, I know it shouldn't be. It definitely shouldn't be. There's a lot of things that shouldn't be, but sometimes it just is. But what we tend to do as a people in this fucking social media society that we live in is we always focus too much on the negative, not enough on the positive. I know people that are like this, when they're social media and stuff like that, and people who read comments. Hell, I've read comments. I see shit. I'll sometimes scroll through my comments. I'll see negative shit. It doesn't faze me. Doesn't. Even in my Twitter. Doesn't faze me. I'll say, someone the other day, I think it was yesterday, said I'm a wanker and a dickhead or something like that because apparently I'm not doing enough for the Snyderverse, the restore Snyderverse. And all I did was go well, hey, buddy, you can just unfollow me. And he was like, oh, yeah, I thought I already was. I'm like, well, there you go. Problem solved. See you later. That's how I handled it. It's all right. He took the time to say some shit that, I'm a dickhead and a wanker or whatever the fuck. And I was just you can just unfollow me and you don't have to see my shit anymore. Hey, you can block or mute. There's a lot of tools out there that'll help you not see that shit. So anyways, that's just my little spiel about all that. Yeah, I know it's true. Russ. I am a wanker and a dickhead. They knew yep. Up. There you go. Somebody get rid of it. There you go. We got a bot in here, of course. Has done far. Yeah, I know. It's just the way it happens. There's just people that just want to see, just like the Joker, they just want to see the world burn. And the fact that, the thing that I don't like about the fact that all the Star Wars social media was putting this on blast is this is exactly what these trolling motherfuckers wanted. They wanted this. You played into their hands. That's the thing. So now, when she's probably going to get sent more vitriol shit, and whoever's going to get cast next that is a character of color is going to get blasted even more because you're just feeding the trolls by putting it on big time display like this. And it's no, nobody's saying going, hey, recast or anything like that. It's geez. But they had to jump on this probably mainly because people were just not liking the character. It's okay to not like the character. It's just talk to your fucking writers, man. That's all. All right. Enough of that. Enough of talking about you racist Star Wars fans. Let's talk about Gotham Knights. Oh, jeez. Oh, boy. So, I don't even want to play the trailer. I really don't want to play the trailer. Part of the reason why I don't want to play the trailer, well, first off, it's fucking terrible. And secondly, it's because it's it got softly, I don't know, it was like a soft release flaccid, semi. I don't know. It's weird because, I mean, if if anybody wanted to, it's a long trailer too. It's a very long trailer. If anybody wanted to, I mean, I never watched Riverdale, but it seems to me like they really took the Riverdale template, and then we're like, hey, guess what? This takes place in Gotham. We got some familiar faces that some of the diehards will know. And, there's going to be a lot of mention of Batman in this trailer. There's going to be some mention of Batman in this trailer. Ugh, it's so bad. Man, I don't know. The only reason why I'm not like fully like, oh man, I guess we could show it. Yeah, we might as well, huh? Let's watch how bad this is. Let's watch. It's been officially released. Yeah. I just remember one time I got a copyright strike for the Titans trailer because it wasn't supposed to be officially released or something like that, and they got me on that, which is dumb. Yep.
Just talking.
Thanks.
Harry, we have a drink together?
Right, sorry.
Oh, somebody broke into the good
So,
stuff.
as you can see, it's very much like, okay, American Pie
Questionable
presents.
choices.
Everybody relax. I got this.
Harvey. Turner.
Harvey Dent.
It's your father.
Hey, there he is.
He's dead.
Dun, dun, dun.
I have to ask you, did you know he was Batman?
You don't have to keep the secret any longer. It must be a relief.
Yeah, that's what I'm feeling.
The struggles. Look at that mean
My father
face.
believed that each of us could become a light and bring a new dawn to Gotham.
Can't imagine what you must be going through. I am.
Well, I'm trying to get these
I
cuffs
don't even
undone.
want
It's
to watch it all.
not
It's too long.
working.
We can't prove we're not killers by killing someone.
Heroes
We
fall.
have to stick together, find who really killed my dad, and clear our
Bring in
names.
this group of
Because we all
whoever the
deserve
fuck.
justice.
Terry Kelly.
Hunt down these fugitives.
They'll be looking for us in every alley, every dark.
Pretty much Harvey Dent was not Two-Face when Batman was around. Ugh. God, that looks bad. It just looks really bad. But what were we expecting, It is CW. We weren't expecting anything less right there. No, it's not Harvey Bullock. It's Harvey Dent. That's the thing. It's Harvey fucking Dent. But yeah, this one slipped past the merger. I have a feeling that if this was later in production, Zaslav would have axed it. And I have a feeling that he's still holding his axe. He's like, he's probably seen the reaction on social media. Like, what are people saying? Oh, they're saying it looks awful. Well, puts it over his shoulder. I guess I'll go over to the studio and see what happens. I don't see this lasting a season. That's why I said we're not going to even probably see Harvey Dent turn into Two-Face, which is weird because he wasn't Two-Face when Batman was around. I don't know. But then again, who knows? Maybe Batman's not dead. That whole thing, fucking crazy. But yeah, it just looks bad. They canceled Riverdale, and now they just took the Riverdale concept or whatever, the teenage concept, put it into this, and it's just like, ugh. It's like, all right, I don't need to watch this. I'll just play the I just play the game that's coming out. I'd rather just play the game because that seems like, that's going to be something pretty legit to the source material, not this fucking, 90210 bullshit. God damn. It just looks terrible. All right. Pinocchio. So, who's watched the Pinocchio trailer? I have not watched it. It's a teaser trailer. It's not that long. Coming to Disney Plus, which is weird. I would have thought they would have released this in theaters, but here we go. I haven't watched it yet. Let's see what this is all about. Of course, it got Tom Hanks as Geppetto, so there's at least that plus. Studio that brought you every fucking animated film that you know what it is. Jesus Christ. Wait, Disney did Lion King? What? Fuck. I get it. See, Robert Zemeckis. I mean, at least we got Zemeckis. Never a smart man. He's got a better mustache than me.
Starlight, star bright. First star I see tonight. I wish I may. I wish I might have the wish I wish tonight.
When you wish upon a star.
I mean, Jiminy Cricket looks pretty legit. Are we gonna see Pinocchio? No? No? Guess not. No Pinocchio. We just saw like the what's her name kind of do the hey, now you're gonna be alive. Wow. You're teasing Pinocchio, Pinocchio teaser. Did not show Pinocchio really. But there was a poster that came out that shows Pinocchio walking. I mean, it looks like, just a live action Pinocchio. Cool. I mean, doesn't look bad. No, doesn't look bad. Looks fairly decent. And again, Robert Zemeckis, Tom Hanks. So I'm kind of going, all right. I'll check it out. I'll watch it. I'll watch it when it comes to Disney Plus. I actually thought it was going to be worse than that. I will say that. I actually thought it was going to be a little bit more like, is Tom Hanks going to be over the top? Is it going to be? But no, that actually looks fairly decent. It actually does. I'm looking forward to Guillermo del Toro's version of Pinocchio. I think that's coming to Netflix, right? Which is of course going to be a darker version. But no, that looks fine. When you wish upon a star, come on. All right then. Enough with the topics. Let's go ahead and go to the Twitter questions. See what you guys have to say on Twitter. Let me make sure that everything's all good. Let's see. Burp, 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 burp. Okay. Uh-oh. Can you imagine? Yeah, all right. Here we go. Okay. Let's do this. All right, Mr. Eric Blake. Yo, Dave, the ultimate favorite actor question. If the only thing you could ever watch for the rest of your life was the filmography of a single actor, who would you pick? I hate those questions. Stop asking me those questions. I don't know. I don't know. Tom Cruise? Maybe, because he has nothing but blockbuster movies. Devin Wooter. Dave, I just watched the trailer, man. Damn, it's so bad. It's so bad that, what the fuck? It looks like Riverdale. My apologies for swearing, but man, that TV show looks bad. Don't give me one. I'm going to give you a chance, but this trailer looks off for me. Do you? Okay. Yes, I mean, I pretty much drilled into it. The girl represents Dave's feelings in long-standing ovations. Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, it was this. Oh yeah, this was at the Elvis premiere when they were giving like a fucking. Hey, look who's behind. Look who's behind him. Is that Toby? That's Toby, isn't it? Oh, that dickhead right there. But yeah, she's just like, okay, we've been doing this for 11 and a half minutes. Fucking shit. My God, I have to. I ate Chipotle earlier. I have to shit. Ugh. Yeah, isn't that Toby? Yep. Toby, oh my God, guys, that's Toby and Zaslav behind him. Wow, Jacob, you found a gem of a fucking video right here. That's not good. They're sitting next to each other. That is Zaslav right there, and that's Toby right next to him. Uh-oh. Are they besties? That's no good. Oh, shit. That's pretty interesting right there. Huh? It's a little scary. We want Toby to leave, but it's he's sitting next to Zaslav. They're smiling at each other. Oh, boy. Ah, nice find there, Jacob. Nice find. Whoops. Yeah, look what you found there. No, don't say whoops, Jacob. That's actually an interesting find right there. I'm going to have to retweet it, though. What do you expect to see from Black Adam, and how it's going to connect to the current DCU? It's going to be interesting. I don't know. We're kind of, I mean, Justice Society, some of us, I mean, I was, at first when I thought when it was going to be them, I thought it was going to be like in the past, but obviously it's not. But then again, Dr. Fate, you could tell that Dr. Fate obviously has been around for a bit, you know, and just kind of hung up the cape and the helmet. So it's going to be interesting how it does tie into some of the DCU. I don't know how it plans onto it. I think right now it's trying to just very much be its own thing, but I don't know how much, if there's going to be a mention, maybe Dr. Fate or somebody mentions like, you know, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, or The Flash. I don't know. That'd be, or Superman too, you know, Batman. I don't know if there's going to be little Easter eggs about that. It'd be sweet. Mike, Soups Kenobi. Hey, Dave, if you could make just one change to the Snyderverse, what would it be and why? For me, it would be Enchantress not being the main villain of Suicide Squad. I actually am right there with you. I didn't really like Enchantress being the main villain, even though she was not the, you know, she was only one of the villains. I would say Amanda Waller was one of the villains too, which I thought that was very, yeah, I think I was never really like the biggest fan of Enchantress being that, but at the same time, I'm sure it's a lot better in David Ayer's cut. You know, when it comes to Snyderverse, anything else that needed to be changed, not really much else that I have, you know, that I would actually change. So, kind of right there with you. Rob. Specuman, I don't know. Okay. Someone shot and killed Batman. I could believe a man would dress like a bat and fight crime. I cannot believe he would be shot dead. Someone got a good shot off. Usually guys are bad shots in Gotham City. Carrie. All right, Dave. For Batman, we know you like the chin, the fat bat logo, and the shorter ears on the cowl, I think. What is your favorite utility belt style? I like the pouches, just like Mr. McClellan right here. We've talked about it on Batman the Fanimated stream. I'm a fan of the pouches. Just something a little, there's just something, it seems more like a utility belt. I mean, sometimes when it's like the flat, like, utility belt with the compartments, it almost seems like, can anything really fit in there? You know, when you have the pouches, it seems like you could fit a lot of shit, like, all in there. So, I do like the pouches. Andrew Casali, you know, Gotham Knights intrigued me at first till I heard the words Batman's dead. I hate that DC and TV is either making him old, killing him, or leaves Gotham. Treat Batman with respect. God damn. Well, I mean, that's a whole part of Gotham Knights, right? I mean, the video games like that too. I mean, the stories, yeah. It's supposed to be, but yeah. But who knows if he's actually dead? But yeah, they always, it's like they know that, I mean, obviously Warner Brothers knows that Batman's like the hot commodity, obviously, so they're always trying to tie as much shit to it as possible. So, yeah, damn, that trailer's bad. Makes me want to like Morbius, and I didn't like that movie either. But damn, this trailer looked horrible. Ryan says, guess which trailer I just watched? I'm guessing it's the Gotham Knights one. Port. Can you imagine being such a piece of low-life trash to threaten a person with death and spew racist hatred directly at them for an acting performance of a fictional character or for any reason at all? We know these cowards wouldn't do it to her face. That's for sure. Exactly. They're hiding behind their keyboards. That's exactly what people like that do. It's just what it is. You know? It's just what it is. It's sad. But luckily, there's a lot of things where we can actually block that stuff and whatever the fuck. And then just look at the positive. I just always beg people, look at all the positivity that you get. You know, you have these assholes over here, small, this big. People are praising you. People are praising the show. People are doing this. It's like, why amplify such the negative stuff that you can't fucking, it's not going to help anything. It's not going to do anything. If anything, it's going to make it worse to me. I think it's going to make it worse because you shine the light on it and they're like, oh yeah, look what we did. Ha ha. So I'm going to do it more. Just say some you know, more crazy shit. It's the way I'm just kind of looking at it. But nobody listens to me. Nobody does, so. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and appreciate you guys spending some time with me as per usual. Uh-oh. Did I freeze? Oh, are we good? Yeah. It's all frozen up. Are we good? Uh-oh. There we go. We good? Oh, man. It's like freezing up a little bit, so okay, we're good. Anyways, guys, smash that like thumbs up before, I don't know, my feed cuts out. I don't know what's going on. But, yeah, smash that like thumbs up before you leave. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell. If you want to become a member, hit the join button. Want to join the Patreon? It's also down there, along with all the other stuff, the sock meds, everything. It's all provided down there. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Same Junkee time, same Junkee channel. All right, talk to you later.